What is an emotion? An emotion is a spontaneous reaction. An emotion is not something that we can manage or that we can control. An emotion is something that it's just happening. It's being activated. Our brain gets some kind of information and then boom, we feel it. This information comes from different places, but we cannot manage the emotions. What we can manage is the reactions that we have when we feel that something was triggered in ourselves. Our emotions are very connected and linked to our memories, to our beliefs, and to our past. Because sometimes something that is happening to you in this moment is triggering something from the past, something that you experienced with your parents, with an ex partner while you were a kid studying or a teenager or in the previous job. Something in the real life is triggering an information that exists in you. And this is shown throughout an emotion. It could be a positive emotion, an expansive one, or it could be a contracting one, which we call it negative because it's not very comfortable and pleasant to feel it. But today I would like to invite you to remove from your mind the concept of good or bad emotions. They just exist. And they are our guidelines to understand better what is really going on, what is really happening in me that is being shown throughout my life, that I am not paying attention to. Maybe there's a person, a situation, or a place that is constantly triggering this kind of discomfort, this kind of emotion. Could be angerness, sadness, frustration, lack of self confidence as well. Which is the thing that you notice now that is triggering constantly some discomfort? And your body has been showing it to you, but you haven't paid attention. Or you pay attention, but you don't take action. Emotions are also based in our own interpretation. I always use the example when we have a brother or a sister. Your brother or your sister, they don't have the same story around your parents or about them. Because even if you are and your brother or sister were coming from the same family, from the same members, or you were raised by the same caregivers, you don't have the same experience because you were born in different time, in different moment. And the moment where your caregivers or parents received you, they were in another place. They were in another moment of their own lives. So each one of us has our own interpretation, our own way of feeling, sensing, and experiencing emotions. First, because each one has their own experience, and also because we function differently. Some of us, we are more emotional, meaning we are more connected to our emotions and we feel them more. Some are more mental, so they cannot connect themselves in the same way you connect to the emotions or to the world or to the experiences. And it's really not easy to make a rational person to understand how we feel our emotions because we process things differently and we interpret things differently. That is why when someone is saying to you, I can understand what you feel, that person is lying because they cannot understand what you are feeling. they have a notion. Maybe they experience the same thing or the same situation and they can relate a little bit, but they cannot feel what you feel because they are not you and they are not part of that experience or that situation that you are living. So we will never expect someone to understand what we are feeling because your feelings are very private. Your emotions are very private. We can describe, we can share, we can explain, but the other person won't feel the same emotion. And this is something that helps us to create healthy relationships with people around us. Because if we are really trying to force someone to feel what we feel, we will be frustrated because this is not going to happen. We can listen, we can try to understand, and that's it. But I cannot interpret life in the same way you interpret or feel it because I am not you. So I can just receive, we can just share our point of views and respect and try to find the balance in between your experience and my experience.